Well, sorry for the late upload. There's been a lot of stuff recently happening with me. I recently turned 18, so that's pretty cool, I guess. I'm an adult now. I'm scared. So let's get on with the review. Chapter 72, title name Altogether. This Chainsaw Man chapter is kind of like the last one, in a sense. Kai is going to vacation, or is going on vacation, excuse my wording, but it's not really vacation because, he has to go visit a grave, a family grave to be more specific. But of course, Power and Denji want to go with him because, they can't go anywhere. And of course, he concedes to the fact. Now it's going to be Power fan cam time because, for the next, about 3 pages, we just get Power being Power and a funny interaction with Kishibe with Power's cat. Thanks for the cat. Thanks for taking care of the cat. Want a souvenir? Yeah, I want alcohol. I like that. That's funny. Then it gets pretty depressing. Kai, of course, pays respects to his family grave. And then Power and Denji proceed to eat the offerings left at the graves that have been rotting. So, yeah, that's disgusting. Jesus. There is an odd amount of barf in this series. What the fuck? It's at this point, it's disgusting. Why? Why is there so much barf? Jesus. Then the group proceeds to chill out at an inn. And, of course, Power is picking at her food because it's all vegetables and she hates vegetables and that causes her to vomit. Why is there so much vomit in this series? Jesus Christ. Don't feed her vegetables, goddammit. But during all this, Power highlight fan cam stuff, Kai is mega depressed. He is just not having a good time. But then we get a really, really, really heartfelt moment, kind of. Even I'm confused a little bit. You see, Kai visits his family grave every year, and every time he does, it's always bad. It's nothing but depressing for him. But this time, since Power and Denji showed up, he couldn't get lost in the depression feeling he usually gets. And Denji proceeds to say, "You're welcome?" So, I don't know if this is a bad thing or a good thing. I'm assuming it's a good thing, but Kai has just been kind of mopey and just kind of giving very negative facial expressions through the panels. So, maybe he likes to get depressed? I don't know. But now we finally get into the very serious or kind of plot driving part of the chapter, or plot building up part of the chapter is probably the better way to explain it. You see, Kai is picking up Power's cat and Kishibe, of course, is there. But later on, they have a very serious discussion about a very serious topic. The upcoming expedition to eliminate the Gun Devil, done by Division 4. Does anybody else smell boss fight? I am just saying. Now, this is a pretty important part of the chapter, so I'm going to go a little bit in depth with it just a bit. Kishibe begins to explain that Division 4 can't be withdrawn because their spots will be filled and they will most likely be public safety teams with them as well. So they're going to probably stand on equal footing with the Gun Devil when this operation happens. But it is revealed Kai kind of wants to back out of it. And not kinda, he is. And because of this, he will probably never know what happens to the Gun Devil until years after the fact. He doesn't know if the mission will fail or not because it's super classified information for the organization. So Kai's taking a really, really big risk here. He can be part of the operation and kill the Gun Devil, or wait years after the fact to get a 50-50 answer. Kai is okay to accept the fact that he doesn't want to be a part of it. So Kishibe, of course, says, "Why the change of heart?" And Kai says he got cold feet, but it's mostly because of the Darkness Devil's abilities, and also doesn't want them to get hurt again because of another strong and powerful devil. Those two being Power and Denji. And immediately after that, the chapter begins to swing back to what it was in the beginning of the chapter, being kind of heartfelt and really sappy and lovey-dovey with, Power highlight fan cam moments. And apparently, Power and Denji have made Kai dinner because, they've said they've gotten better at their cooking and they want to help, apparently. So that's pretty good on them. Except it's terrible and it makes him barf. God damn it, I hate the vomit in this series. But shit, what are you gonna do? It's funny. Chapter end. Welp, you know what time it is? It's the side note portion of my chapter reviews. Let's talk about the Gun Devil exploration event. Are we going to see a Gun Devil reveal soon? That's all my brain's kind of wrapping around at the current moment. Holy crap, we could possibly see the Gun Devil. Is it an actual devil, or is it a person with the devil abilities similar to Denji and Quan Chi? I don't know. That also also brings up the fact, are we going to even see this fight? Are we going to see Power and Denji be in this fight? Is it going to be like one of those things like the Gun Devil completely wipes out like the whole squad and then proceeds to say, well, I'm going to kill the entire organization now? Is it going to be one of those type beats? Like, you know, oh, our main characters are having fun and stuff, and then right at the very end of that chapter, the Gun Devil's like, all right, well, I'm going to kill everybody now. Or, I just thought about this, could it possibly be just build up like, hey, this is probably going to happen in future chapters, or it's going to be the next arc. Like, we're going to get another arc, but it won't be after that arc. Like, it's like super far, like, plot build up. Like, it's like JoJo, it's like JoJolian. It's like they put something in the very beginning of the series and they don't use it till very later. Is it going to be like one of those things? I think it is, probably, but, you know, if they're hinting it now, it possibly could mean it's coming very soon. But I'm going to put my wild speculation cap on and say, if they're bringing up the Gun Devil now, does that mean he's not going to be the main villain? I kind of want to talk about that kind of idea in a different type of video, but I'm just kind of throwing it out there now. Is it possible we are going to see a different type of devil for the main villain lead? As we know, kind of the Gun Devil's been hyped, but I think he's more or less kind of like the mid-villain series boss, basically. I can already see it like the Gun Devil's like, oh, I'm this all-powerful devil, but I get my ass beat, and then I proceed to say, yeah, I have a boss, and he's even stronger than I am, which is totally possible. But just to TLDR, I do think it is very possible that we are going to see the Gun Devil very soon. And another thing I want to talk about in this week's chapter is Kai's PTSD, or more or less, you know, fear of some sort. As we know, he's kind of, you know, saying, I don't really want to fight the Gun Devil after the fact that, you know, he fought the Darkness Devil and got washed. So did Power and so did Denji. And he's kind of like, yeah, I don't want to be in that, and I don't want my teammates to be in that. That's very sweet of him. He's getting character development, and I love to see it. Very similar to how Denji and Power got character development last week. With the amount of plot buildup for the Gun Devil this chapter, and the fact that, you know, Kai got character development with Power and Denji being by his side, I really like this chapter. I'm probably going to give it an 8 out of 10. It was really sappy and emotional, and I really like that. And there is plot buildup coming up very soon for something, and they've been building it up for a long time now. And with this chapter, it just kind of cements the fact that something is going to happen later on in the series very soon, or going to be a little bit farther away. So 8 out of 10, I really like this chapter this week. Well, that's the end of the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, stay hydrated. See you in the next one, ladies and gentlemen.